Oh man, I'm so nervous for this. Like, I put off doing this because I was so scared of losing this run, and we have such a good build, but we finally have Anvil Hammer online, right? The chance of me losing this run, I won't lie, is not low, and I'm fucking terrified. Oh. We're halfway there. I need to do 4 more new game cycles. New game plus 4, 5, 6, 7. We do those 4 and win on all of those. And we did it. So, as an update, we have the Sentry's Torch. We have the Frenzied Flame Seal. We've got Blessing's Boon. We don't have these online yet, but we do have Frenzied Burst. So we have long range, and we've got healing. We've got Ritual Shield, we've got Crimson Seed, Crimson Dagger, and Great Jar's Arsenal. We'll probably eventually replace this if I can get enough endurance, which I presumably will at some point down the road, but maybe I won't, who knows, because I am going to be doing Mind and stuff. We have Crystal Darts, we have Boiled Crab, we have Bewitching Branches, we have Sleep Pots. We have the ability to make even more sleep pots, which I'm going to do right now because we have so many of the all the different things that we need. So realistically, beyond my own skill issue, there is no reason that I should not be okay. We have Anvil Hammer, which is like one of the best weapons in the game. It is the highest AR potential. So hopefully, bad bot. Hopefully. Big Smash. Indeed. How's it going, Fats? How are you today? How was your Dark Souls 3 Archipelago last night? Ooh, you found a mod. It's called Easy Mode, Increased Runes, Stam Regen, Storm Doesn't Hurt You. Nice. Well, I'm glad you found a way to enjoy it. Okay. Okay. Early game is still early game, so this is fine. The late game is where it gets scary, but early game is still early game. We're still fine. Terrible, worst experience ever. What happened? Do tell. Was it the tree in the first boss spot? Was that the issue? I was lurking for basically the entire stream yesterday. Chris Ron Great One is good to you. Yeah, it was that. Okay. Listen, I know people hate the tree. I actually think the tree isn't that bad personally, but I get it. Nefeli Lou Puppet. Speaking of Nefeli Lou. 1 hour fails, you quit? That's fair. Whoa! One touch twice. Boo! Hello, dragon. I don't entirely know what else I would want to find at this point. There are plenty of different things that are like still out there that I haven't located. Spells, talismans, weapons, for example, incants. But I don't think there's anything where I'm like, I really want, you know, sometimes I start speaking and the universe gives me a sign saying, Traneth, shut up. You forgot about the gold scarab. Obviously you want this. All right. Is that better than that? You know what? I think it is. I think we're just gonna throw that on because now I get way more runes. Okay. Man, I'm really good at getting lucky, eh? All right, sick. That's funny. I don't have any blue pots. Do I want blue pots? Maybe. We also have a great bow. We have great arrows. I don't think I have a regular bow yet, right? I do. I have serpent bow. That's right. Okay, so we sit here so we can get Melina. Now, barring me being stupid, which is a possibility, I'm not going to deny that, okay? Barring me being stupid, should be able to get all the way to Fire Giant, because Fire Giant's really where the difficulty ramps up, realistically. So we should be fine up until then at the very least, one would assume. See, like that barely did any damage to me. Mind you, that was through Ritual Shield, but still, we're fine. Sarah Silksong, yes, I was lurking for that too. I'm glad you're having fun with that game and still enjoying it. That is great. Doing built-in FromSoft co-op with viewers. Got invaded by a hacker. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Unfortunate that people do that, but that will happen. Gold eyes! Or gold eyeball, I guess. Nice. 1,404. Oh, hot damn. And Gravelstone and a Dragonfly head. Let's go. Feed for Sinner. Congrats. I saw that. Yeah, I was lurking in the stream yesterday. I was in a headspace of wanting to lurk, but not chat in people's streams. So I was lurking yesterday, and I saw. Into Frenzy Finger Room getting grabbed. Got you. Out of like half the game. Yeah, if you're gonna play online, unfortunately, it shouldn't be the case. But if you're gonna play online, that is definitely one of the things that's gonna happen a lot. Thank you, Mule. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. And you gotta have like backups if you can. That's another great stars. That's great, man. If this was like a regular randomizer seed, I found Gold Scarab, Remembrance, and Great Stars. This would be a really good run. Thank you for cursing me, clown. I appreciate it as always. Thank you. Give him password. Yeah, that would work. That would definitely work. Yeah, it is unfortunate that it comes part and parcel with the online experience these days with FromSoft games. It sucks that it does. It shouldn't be the way it is, but unfortunately, it is. They are indeed fats. I tend to lurk in like everybody's streams regardless. Some days I'm more chatty. Some days I'm less. Some days I'm less. But I'm pretty much always lurking, which is how whenever somebody says my name, I'm usually able to pop up and be like, ahem, yes, can I help you? Was emotionally reading herself, but it's a bank holiday. Let's go. What holiday is it? I know you say a bank holiday, okay, but like in Canada, when we have like a bank holiday or like a, you know, what we call them as a stat holiday, there's still a holiday associated with it. Is there an actual holiday, or is it just we wanted a day off, so we decided this was a day we're calling a bank holiday? May Day, okay, an absolutely non-holiday. Oh yeah, 100%. We celebrate Victoria Day at the end of May. That's our big one. Strength tier, sure. Again, this would be a really crazy seed if this is just a regular seed. We'll buy those. Why not? Wait, I didn't grab your bell bearing.
Oh, is there anything?
Some games are chatty. Indeed. You did hear first. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Apparently, the daily leaderboard for the daily speed fog and leaderboard is gonna be up tomorrow, according to Waspins. So I am like super pumped because I'm definitely doing that every single day. I might not do it on stream every single day, depending on what we're doing that day, but I am gonna do it every single day, and I am so pumped. That's gonna be so cool. How is it going, Smoke? How are you doing? You do see another hammer. You do. We're a big fan of hammers here, as you know. Oh my God, if this was, okay, not that, but if this was like a randomizer seed, I've had 2 remembrances, the strength tier, great stars. This is crazy. Ornstein could never, it's true. The nation would burn Parliament down. To be fair, I think the concept of like bank and stat holidays and stuff, depending on where you are and what you call them, is a good one. I think that having that extra, like 1 day off a month for a stupid, dumb holiday that doesn't exist. Like Canada has Family Day in February. That's not a holiday. You created that so you can have a day off. I'm okay with it. But that's the reason. As long as we're honest about the reason, I fully support it. Personally, I think it's a good idea. It gives people a sense of joy in the middle of the month just to have one extra day off. Does it mean much in the end? No. But it gives a little bit of happiness, you know? Historical thing, banks around paper, kept like us do like time off. That makes sense. That's not the case here. We made Family Day like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Family Day did not exist. And then they were like, you know, it's a really long stretch from New Year's in January to Easter in March. We should add a day off. And then they just made up a day called Family Day in the middle of February. And now we have that as a day off. I respect that, as do I, and they were at least honest about it. Like, they're not like, oh, we think this is a really good day to celebrate. No. They called it that, but they were honest about the reason, and I respect the fact that they were able to be so, you know? Our natural draw to leisure, goddamn right. Frankly, it should be a 4-day work week.
Welcome.
For everybody.
Please, I'm hungry.
I remember when I used to be a manager, I had the idea of doing a 4-day work week because, like, it is genuinely just better. And I was the manager for my store, but my regional manager, when I suggested that, and I was gonna do like, yeah, we're gonna do a 4-day work week. Everyone's gonna work slightly longer hours. Everyone will work slightly longer hours on each day, but it'll give everybody a day off, and everyone was on board with it. My regional manager was like, no, this is a stupid idea. This is terrible. You're gonna run the store into the ground. It's like, what the, you don't, shut up. It's statistically proven to be better. You're incorrect. You're basing this off of the old way of thinking and not thinking about the new way. Stop it. Then I had to go back because I didn't want to get fired, but fucking stupid. And I see the new tech to check bosses and randomizers. No? What's the new tech to check bosses and randomizers? Okay, this is a problem. I'm gonna leave you guys. Have I reached new game +7? No. If you do !PB, it'll give you the furthest I've been, which in this case is the current run that I'm on. And as you can see above, right up there, the furthest I've been is new game +4. Shave off day, pay me the same, you give up at 3 p.m. It's fair. People are using the exploding tier to bug the camera and see what's behind the fog wall. Well, that seems, listen, people can play this game however they want, and I stand by that. But I will go on record and say, what the fuck is the fun in a randomizer if you know? What the fuck, what's the fun? What's the fun? It says new game +3, which is new game. We're gonna count. We're gonna count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Avoid death and permadeath. Yeah, but then, like, first off, you can just mog if you want to leave. That's number 1. Number 2, I still don't agree with that. I think that takes away the fun. Again, people can do whatever they want. It's their games. This is stupid. Okay, he's not as strong as I thought he was going to be for damage. I was worried he was going to kill me in like 1 hit, but that was not that bad. Money! How much money do we get now for that? With Gold Scarab on. I didn't see how much it was. Like 400k or something? Something like that. Be a specific miser. I want to be a randomizer. But the 4th plus is in your face cam area. Correct. Yes, I'm aware. I did it that way on purpose. Yeah, it can. That spot's really scary. That spot can be absolutely terrifying.
Forgive to determine if you had. It seems torrent.
Is that Morgott or Margit? I can't see their sword.
Shall I let my share them with me?
Okay, we're gonna do more of this because I need more of this. What level are you at? I don't know. You would have just seen it on screen. Whatever that said. I don't pay attention to my actual level. I just pay attention to what my individual stats are on. It's Morgott. Ow. Good God. Will I reach 712? I have no idea. It depends on how many bosses I kill per cycle, how many runes I get. I have no idea how many I'm going to get. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, imagine being the TP from Night Rain. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. Mesmer? Hi, Mesmer. How are you? Yeah, yeet. They sure would be. I am scared to go in here. This place is really spooky. Although I do have range, so maybe it's okay. Ooh, something died. Hang on, we're gonna have a seat. Real quick. Okay, you're fine. Do I know the wall trick? Yes. It also does not work in randomizer most of the time. I've attempted it on many new game cycles, and I can officially confirm that it definitely does not work all the time. Sometimes it does, but it depends on the enemy. Okay, this isn't that bad. We're fine. Yeah, hit the wall to get aggro. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it works in randomizer sometimes. And that's why we're scared of this place, for the record. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna run. That was awful. Ooh, do a challenge run, only rusty arm because punch. I think that's doable because I'm pretty sure I've seen people do it before. I think. Hey, it was totally worth it. We got a great rune. Let's go. Can I teleport? I would love to teleport. Yeah, no, I know what the trick is, Zook. It just doesn't work in randomizer. At least most of the time. Sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't. It works in base game, because in base game the enemies inside respond to the sound, but in the randomizer they tend not to. So, talking to mans. Oh, fair enough. My bad. You didn't at them, so there we go. God, Legion Armor Store only takes 3 or so. Only takes 3, so it makes challengers normally take 2 arms. Got you. Okay, okay. Sword Seal will not be a good item. So I'm gonna let you think about what you just said. The Sword Seal will not be a good item. Are you asking? I'm gonna actually before I go sarcastic. Are you asking, will the Sword Seal be guaranteed to be a good item because it's a legendary item normally? Or are you asking, should I not pick up the Sword Seal because the Sword Seal would be good? The former. No, it is not a guaranteed good item. Legendary items are not considered key items, nor are they considered anything beyond just an item spot. And then I'll answer the second part too, just because I brought it up. The Source Seal is only good until you get to 30 Vigor. After 30 Vigor, it becomes worse. Up to 30 Vigor, the amount of health and endurance that you get, and strength and dex, outweighs the negatives. Once you hit 30 Vigor, then it starts to be equal, and anything above 30, you start to lose any value. Yes, that is how a randomizer works. Unless it is a major boss or a key item, there are random items. And even in a major boss and key item, they're random items. Was Starfish or chicken leg? I hate the chicken leg, first off. And second, I already have good weapons, so going all the way through a fort where I would aggro a huge amount of enemies up top and enemies inside, and then be unable to quit out, forcing me to mog and lose 200,000 runes to pick up an item that is not guaranteed to be a good item, is absolutely not worth it. You hate chicken leg? Me too. I understand why it's good, but I don't like it. Even though I understand. Worth it for the memes? Well, you're welcome to run this challenge and do whatever memes you want.
Surprise no matter why they don't.
What do you got for me? No, that is... fuck it. I'll buy it, but that is not good. That is actually not a good incant. Let me tell you why. First off, it's only 30 seconds. And second, the boss fights are going to take so much longer that it's not going to be worth the 30-second buff I get at the beginning. So... best meme weapon is throwable hammer. It is a pretty good one. Got 9 great swords. Damn, Damon. That is both incredibly lucky and incredibly unlucky. Every other piece 3 times over. God damn. Well, congrats on all your armor. Sorry you didn't get what you were looking for. Get off the... what are we doing? Get off the horse. God, sometimes this guy just doesn't get off the horse. It's crazy. Only for one-shot builds? I agree. I agree. The amount of people that I see that use Flame Grant Me Strength in their build is crazy, given the amount of people that actually use it correctly is like 1% of people. Now, Golden Vow is worth it. Big fan of Golden Vow. Okay, that graveyard's dead. There's a Crucible Knight there. You're all boss can be one-shotted. I'm pretty sure Bushy did a video where he one-shot every single boss in the game. So I'm pretty sure you can one-shot every single boss in the game, with maybe the exception of like Skadutri Avatar and Melania. And any boss, I guess, that has a second health bar. Radabeast. Riot card was one of the exceptions. Okay, okay. I know a lot of people that do the buff routines and like doing them. I know Bryce does them all the time. They're a play style that I've never gotten into and not been one that I particularly enjoy myself. There's nothing wrong with them. If people like them, absolutely nothing wrong with them. If you want to get like yourself crazy buffed up and go into a fight like that and whatever, totally fine. But But for me, not your vibe either. Yeah. Again, I get it. I get why people do it, but You miss DS1 with RTSR and power within only. I think DS1 was too limiting, and Elden Ring gives too many options. Somewhere in between them is really good. A good balance between them, I think. Golden Vow, regen, and physic typically. Yeah. I usually use Golden Vow if I get it. Physic, maybe a regen when I'm doing a Deathless run, and then food as well. DS2 then? Well, DS2 and DS3 were both kind of the same in between. But yeah, they both had a really good balance, I think, of the required buffs and stuff. Switching between all the gears is complicated. It really is. It really, really is. All right, let's go. Oh, fuck. I have to go through, oh, I don't want to go through the precipice. God damn it. I was so excited for a moment. God, shit. It's fine. We have range. We'll be fine. We'll probably be okay. Surely. Did one-shot Black Gargoyles with Rolana's Moon. Rolana or Renala? Because Rolana's Moons are terrible. Renala's Moon's pretty good. Don't you have the place to check the medallions? I mean, sure. I have like, in terms of actual items I can go pick up, I have like one more spot, two more spots I could go to. But the chance of them both having the Dectus halves is so low, and frankly, it won't be that bad. We'll be fine. Don't come back to this clip after I die. Golden tree. The fuck is the, do you mean like where the golden seeds are? Rolana's Moon. Okay. Fun use against Letta? I believe that. Yeah, no, those are not key items. Those are not randomized with key items. They are randomized, but they're not randomized with key items. You're on ADHD medication now. Ooh, how do you feel? Does it feel different? Good different? Bad different? How's it going, Pia? That is exciting news. We love when we get like proper medication and stuff for ourselves. It's awesome. See Let It Fly when you use a spell was so funny. I can definitely see it being good on NPCs because they get bounced. It doesn't do a lot of damage though, right? At least in my testing, it didn't do a lot of damage. But maybe my build was just bad. Colossal DLC finger. That one is a very good Ash War. If I get that in Speed Fog, it makes all the NPCs a joke. It's so good. Got prescribed Berlin and melatonin. Slept so fucking good. Oh, let's go. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm so happy for you. That's fantastic news. Over 4K. Dang. Okay, so my build was just bad then. I'll try it out. Yeah, that'd be great if you could. I'd be so down. Okay, there are things that are mad at me, so I am gonna sit here. It's crazy how much better incantations are than, I'm gonna go to the round table actually, because I'm gonna get some more coffee. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. It's crazy how much better incants are than sorceries. Like, there are good sorceries, but there are so many better, like, buffs and stuff that are incantations that it just makes your build, any build better with incants, whereas with sorceries, it only makes some builds better. Wow, that is a look, my guy. Let's see. All of these are pretty bad. Yeah, those are all unhelpful. Okay. The Canadian goat, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Holy. Fine, you have it now to become this.
Let's see if these remembrances give us anything good this time.
Become.
Speedy, thank you for blessing the run. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Okay, those are all useless. And one of those I already have. Good, but there's just better choices. That's fair. Yeah, Big Bubble spell is good, but if you have Ronnie's Moon, no point using it. Valid. Mind you, Ronnie's Moon does cost quite a bit more in terms of the int cost to be able to use it. So maybe that's a reason to use it, because it's a weaker version that you can get access to immediately. Okay, I don't need that because I have crab, but that's cool that I can buy prawn, shrimp, whatever. Okay, all those are pretty bad. There's nothing really helpful here. I'm gonna buy one of each of these because I'm here. We're not planning on using a summon, but there is a non-zero chance that I run into some really scary like duo bosses later on, like the Crucible duo, and a summon might be helpful then. Bubble Staff doesn't have a staff that boosts his damage. Ronnie's has. I feel like there is one. Hang on. Bubble Spell Elden Ring. Oracle Bubbles. Unless I'm misremembering, which is very possible. What's the name of the Stabs Elden Ring? Hang on. Hold please. Cook some kebab for lunch. Ooh, enjoy. I'm gonna get some more coffee in a second here. Death Thorn, Gravity, Crystallion, Magma, Invisibility, Full Moon, Glint Blade. Okay, no, I'm just thinking of... No, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Stone Digger. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. The Stone Digger one, which boosts the Stone Digger ones, but not the bubble ones. That would do it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get coffee, and then we will go through Precipice and hopefully not die. Super weird, tied to Intent Arc. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The Albinoric staff because of that. That could be it. That might be why as well. And welcome in, Magus. How you doing? Would a multi-hit talisman be on Milady? Pretty effective. A lot of the Milady attacks are multi-hits. The charge attack, for example. The jump R2, for example. So it'd probably be pretty good. You can put spinning weapon on it, I'm pretty sure. 980, eh? Do you can run with it? You should. Milady's a good weapon. I like all the light grade swords. The worst one I think is the Rolana's one, just because it's paired, and paired weapons are not my normal favorite. But as much as I hate to admit it, Letta's weapon is kind of okay, even if she's a piece of shit. With Blood Tax Multi? Yeah, you're a big Blood Tax fan. I'm not a Blood Tax fan, but I know people that love Blood Tax. Dog. Azure staff makes cast quicker, even in cast what is offhand. That's new. True. Yeah. Yeah. Can you guess what you prefer? You know, I'm gonna go on a limb, and I might be wrong. Okay, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark, and I'm going to say you're a fan of daggers. It's either daggers or big hammers. It's one of the two. I don't know which it is. Person who used Rolana's sword, not the greatest. I agree. I think Rolana's swords, if they were not paired and there was a, like if there was two, if there was a magic one and a fire one and I could pair them if I wanted to, then I think they'd be okay. What about you? I'm going to guess that you like katanas. Which is maybe a cop-out answer, because frankly, who doesn't like katanas? Katanas are cool. Yeah, Sword Knife Flame is way better than Rolana's, even with the nerfs. Double Slash has katana-style swings. Fair, fair. Oh no. Okay, we're good now. Ah, scythes. Fair enough. Fair enough. Scythes are cool. There's some pretty sweet scythes out there. Madness Lords, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, you're a potential problem. Huh. Yeah, you're definitely a problem. Hang on. Okay. Go, go, go. Now's my chance. 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 All right, we're through. Here we go. Excuse me. Perfect. Use the lightning spear. Well, two things. First off, I can't. Second, frenzied burst is better for long range stuff always. Ooh, Cutie, you're a fan of the light great swords, even the paired ones. Fair. How's it going, Cutie? Jesus Christ. Yep. Yep. There's oh, hang on. I don't have my timer. We've been doing this without the timer. Hang on. Hold. There's a reason that this challenge has taken me. Hello, Dan. How are you today? How's it going? Where is it? That's script. That's not it. Hang on. Where is it? This one. There's a reason that this challenge has taken me so far. 130 hours. Are you allowed to pause the game or quit out? No, that is against the rules when it comes into any sort of a deathless or hitless run. You are not allowed to quit out. At least according to Team Hitless rules, who are the kind of definitive hitless rule creators. So, but you can do whatever you want, of course. If you want to do something different, you can. If you want to do quit outs, you're allowed to do quit outs. It's your rule set. My rule set is I'm following theirs, and I'm not allowing it. Not bad at all. Let's go. That is why we love Anvil Hammer. This is the greatest Great Rune seed I've ever had. Holy crap. About half of your most played WoW character. I don't think we're getting anywhere close to that, Dan. My most played WoW character was easily in the like several thousands. I am at New Game Plus 4. Mm-hmm. We are halfway there. Two lady cold infused with wing stance. Ooh. So you want 2 cold infused, not 1 cold and 1 bleed? Or other? Okay, there's a Moog of some kind. I don't know which one, but it's a Moog of some kind. Moog is definitely one of the ones I would consider dropping this weapon for, because it is half fire damage. But even then, like, the colossal part of it is so good. That I would consider swapping back to Great Stars, which I think I have on quality still, which is what I want. Finger Slayer Blade. We're good. We're alive. Just all the stacks and tax pieces you can fit in it. I took apart one of my red blue deck yesterday, Dan, and I was like, I really want to try building this red black treasure deck because like I have all the cards. So I rebuilt it, but with Prosper as the commander, and I now understand why people love that commander. Holy crap, it is so good and so much fun. It's so good. Ronnie ending, will you do it? No, because that involves going to like 7 different other places. Why the fuck would I ever do that? What card game? Magic the Gathering. Is that for me? Yes, Ronnie, but I'm not going to because I have no reason to. Ever. Have those on your decks in build. Okay, okay. That was his first thing. It was fantastic. Yeah, after I bought all of, like the Secret Lair and all these other cards that like work with the deck, it just makes sense to like do it. And it's really good. It didn't occur to me that the reason Prosper is so good is because you not only basically draw a card at the end of your turn, but the card that you play, whether it's a land or whatever, the card you play gives you mana back for casting it. I didn't really see how it was that powerful, and now I do, and oh my god. Are we doing the Frenzy Flame ending? No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no. How much is yours do I have? I don't know, like 50 or something like that. Morgoth's Cursed Sword? No. Do all that just for Great Runes? Well, even if like I got no Great Runes, going to Ronnie is never on the list of things I would do. Because going to Ronnie is a, it doesn't have any checks. The only check that is on the way to Ronnie is Bluetta. So unless I am going to Bluetta, I don't have a reason to go up there. How is it going, Cozy? How are you doing? Going to Ronnie means going through Lake of Rot. Going to Ronnie's actual body means going through Lake of Rot, and that you would have to do if you have to go to Estelle. But that's not going to that's not the Ronnie we're talking about. We're talking about the Ronnie up in her her tower. Better than Rivers? It really is. Rivers is terrible. I have deleted Rivers of Blood on every single Canada Challenge run that I found it. It's very satisfying. Things are going. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're on a really, really, really good run right now, so... Is it a Divine Tower? It is, which doesn't require going to the Lake of Rot either. And that actually is a check. That is a place. I haven't had to go to on any of these runs yet for a Great Rune, but there is a possibility I would have to go there, because that is a check. Not even Letta would use Rivers. Not even Letta. And if Letta wouldn't do it, you know it's bad. We're on +4. Mm-hmm. We sure are. Dragonkin. Okay. I don't remember what's in my physic. I actually should probably figure out what's in my physic after this. Gross. What if my physic is 2 exploding tears? That's a very silly question. Because there's no reason that it ever would, because I get to put whatever I want in it. So that's a very silly question. Yes, this is the DLC Anvil Hammer. It is the highest AR in the entire game if you get the stats for it up. It is very, very strong. What is in my physic? Let's see. Okay, this needs to go. And then we have the speckled tier. Okay. The speckled tier saved my life, I believe, in one of the runs too. I think I used that on Wormface, didn't I? You have so few tiers? Uh-huh. I didn't find my first physics tier on this run until like New Game +3. It's been ridiculous how bad I've had for luck when it's come to physics tiers. Everything else I've got, but physics tiers? Nope. Nope. I don't know why. You're fine. You might be a problem though. Okay, let's see if Melon is giving us an item, shall we? So you can see the boss in the randomizer. Smoke was telling me about that earlier. Melon is giving us an item. I don't know what it's going to be, but she's going to give us an item after we beat Morgoth. Yeah, Smoke was telling me about that this morning too. I don't like that, and I think that that is not fun. I don't think that that is I don't like it. I don't like it. If you're doing a randomizer, part of the fun is getting into the room. And like, if you're doing a Deathless randomizer, especially, then just like be prepared to log out if you need to. If whatever boss is in there is bad enough, you should just Memory of Grace out, and that's how you should deal with it. You shouldn't like know what it is prior to going in my opinion. I think that takes a lot of the fun of the randomizer part away. Sometimes you'll know, and in those boss rooms, you get to have that advantage. But on most of the boss rooms, I don't think you should know. I missed the jump. It's fine. That jump doesn't matter. Why do Horton keep so many scorpions in the castle? I don't think it's on purpose. I'm pretty sure they were an invasive species. You're a problem. Are you gonna see me? Nope. Finding use for the exploding tier. I mean, the exploding tier does good damage. If you use it on certain bosses, it can definitely like anything that's weak to holy will get shredded by it. You missed Homeward Bones in this game. I mean, it has Memory of Grace, which is the dark sign. But I agree that there should have been some sort of memory or Homeward Bone or something in this. Another remembrance. Wow. That's crazy. You would probably be salty too. I swear to God. What was that? 3 puns? 2 puns? There is something big up ahead and it sounds scary. Okay, Branch of Doom, how bad are you? What is with the lobsters? Okay. I bet there's gonna be lobsters on this branch. Do I check remembrance items? Yes, because the remembrance is random items. So it could have something good in it. It could have absolute garbage in it, but I do check it. But I only check it when it's convenient. I don't bother checking it all the time because I, at this point, don't really need stuff, so. I knew there'd be a lobster up here. There's two. What is happening? And a land octopus? Oh my god, this is just the fucking... And a troll. Okay, hang on. The ocean has taken over the capital. This is ridiculous. Can I hit you? Or are you... I can. Oh, I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Hang on. Okay, do you think they've stopped being aggro at me yet? Okay, they have, but now they're mad at me again, and so is their sibling. Huh. Lady Dude Memories? Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. I saw that Mitch was running it. As a pretty wild category. Okay, if I am gonna do this, I do need more blue, is the problem. Should we really get them down below? You think so? Helps if I hit the right button, eh? I don't know if I'll be able to get the ash, but I will be able to shoot them at the very least. Yeah, okay, this will work. Won't be able to get the ash though, which is unfortunate. It's really too bad they don't fall off as well. That'd be really nice if they did. Like 3 more hits? 2 more hits? Something like that. Okay. There's one dead. Really? I'm hoping this guy yeets himself forward. They're like weirdly smart, and they know not to. It is indeed a chonky octopus. This is how you get rid of all the archers. Smart, smart. Oh my god. They do eat themselves forward, but they figured out how to jump the gap. It's really annoying. Okay, I think if I get this guy down... If I can get this guy down here... Come on. Sorry. Sorry, that spooked me. Really scared me. Thought I was dead. All right, come on, nerd. Come on, coward. Okay, he's not that damaging. That's good, at least. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so now that he's gone, hang on. Let's see what else is up ahead. There is a Hughes and a troll and this lobster. I'm gonna book it and hope the lobster doesn't shoot me. Okay? That's the plan. If the lobster shoots me, we're probably dead. Let's go! We're definitely safe now. Okay, now we just need to hope the boss doesn't kill me. Which is a whole separate issue. Probably fine. You know what? I was gonna give myself extra strength too. Why not? Bell-bearing hunter. First Elden Lord. You are one tanky fuck, eh? Come on. Sir! Sir, thank you. There's a part of me that is extremely curious how much damage he'll do when he hits me, but I also don't want to find out because I'm very scared. In the middle of the air. Fuck you. Okay, well, this is terrifying. Okay, good to know. That grab probably kills me on new game +7, eh? All right, let's go. I won't lie, Anvil Hammer's doing less than I thought it was going to. I was more excited for it, and I've kind of lost that excitement a little bit. You ever fighting this guy? Yes, that'll do it. Yeah, fighting him in Iron a lot. If you can do the shield loop, he's really not that bad. The shield loop is kind of the biggest thing. What happened to the plus? He's right there. How's it going, Norwegian? Whoa! Yeah, see that? You're not the first person to have not seen that. Most people aren't noticing that. Building around Guardian. Okay, okay. Okay, Morgott. After this is where it gets really, really spooky. The OnePlus being the face camera bugs you. You would suggest instead what? That I have it go off the screen and you can't see it? Oh. I see. Well, I know how to fight him. Is this gonna be better? Surely not. Okay. I don't really need anything else. So we do this. We do this. We do this. Could do plus in the corresponding number. Yeah, but that's not funny. This is funny. The only thing I'm worried about is the big slam. This is the only move I'm worried about because everything else is moderately fine. But this has the ability to be some absolute bullshit. Oh, thank God, it's very low scaled. Hallelujah. Hang on. Hold, sir. Okay, I'm ready. Great Stars might be better because it's faster. Great Stars is slower. At least for the rolling R1s. Colossal rolling R1s had a speed increase several patches ago, and they make them very, very, very fast. It's a pretty good Morgan impression. He does. He does, Damon. It's not DLC. Also, when I say low scaled, I mean like relative to the damage I thought I was going to take, it was a lot lower. That probably would have one-shot me if I was anywhere else, to be honest.
Allow me, you were prevented the thorn, a husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I.
All right, Melina, what do you got for me?
And guide you.
Okay, well, if I need another great route, at least I have a spot I can go check. That's nice. I'm gonna do something crazy. I am not going to go to the Avenue balcony this time. I think I run around instead. Morgoth isn't super low scaled. Morgoth is very low scaled. Relative to, ooh, we have Wrath from Afar now, and I have Butterflies. Oh, shit. Okay. Relative to other things, Morgoth is very low scaled. There's a reason that, like, when you get to Morgoth, you can kill him. It's the same with Malekith. Malekith is, like, crazy low HP for how late in the game he is. His damage output's crazy, but his actual, like, health scaling is crazy. I'm just gonna go this way and then go down. Ooh, maybe not. There's a dog. I'm gonna, yeah, okay, well. The dog is now mad at me. Okay. Yeah, up until now, like, I mean, we had a couple scary moments, right? But up until now, I have not been super worried. Fire Giant is where everything goes off the rails, because Fire Giant scaling is fucking insane. Gone down 2 attempts. Yeah, Morgoth doesn't hit very hard. Morgoth's really fast and has got a lot of crazy moves and is very flashy. But Morgoth, especially for when most people get to Morgoth, Morgoth is a pushover. It's halfway of the screen, and still not enough. Sadly. Has, yeah. Very, very weak, but can absolutely shred you very quickly. Was Scumhead's new game plus 1000 no hit segmented? No? I don't think so, at least. As far as I'm aware, it was not. What are my stats? I will show you when I next level up. Whenever that is. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it. You can see 2 of them. Here, I can actually do it on the elevator. There you go. Would probably hurt to hold. I've got a lot of strength. I'm sure we're fine. Ooh, you're at a fire giant. You're +0. Let's go. Hell yeah. Just for the horsing. Mm-hmm. It saves so much time. Same with running through the mountaintops, Emil. The fact that you can just do the 2 spirit jumps and you're at fire giant is so much better. The handle's red hot. Ah, we're fine. We got our faith up, so our fire resistance is better. That's how that works. Plus, like, you know, we fight bosses and we just drink bread juice to heal ourselves. Yeah, the world works different. Boop. That almost would have killed me, actually, if that had hit me in the air, I think. Is it a Walker Braves or something? I actually don't know what it is. I call it a dinner plate. My only guess is that it was used to fan the flames of the pot where we burn the tree. That's my only guess. Shield? I mean, it might be a shield, maybe. Shield's at least a better guess than I had. Okay, that was really annoying. Didn't like, that's not supposed to happen now that I have my dexterity at 55. What's my plan for Invisible Assassin? I was thinking kill them and not die. Pretty much the plan. Joking aside, I have the sentry storage, so. Picks up Snowden and puts on the fire from Ember Right. Ah, okay, okay. When you get to PCR, you may use dots. I think that, like, the amount of damage you do, dots are still perfectly reasonable, but I completely understand the approach you're taking to not using it. It's not a dinner plate, it's a giant sled. That's also a good answer. I like the giant sled answer. Yeah, something like that. Maybe higher, who's to say? Blessed Bone Shard. Just delete it. Excellent. The correct choice. I see you're a connoisseur of good taste. Can't tell me I wouldn't fit on it. Yeah, I mean, you're not. He would fit on it. Yes, you are right. He would fit on it. I also kind of like the mystery of just like not knowing what it is. I think that's also very funny. Like, we just know that he has it, but we don't really know what it is. I think that's great. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate it, Norwegian. Okay. This is where the scaling gets crazy. This is the part where I could just die in like one hit, and I've already almost died in one hit, but this is the part where I could just straight up die in one hit. Yes, Gyobo is the first mountain boss in Sekiro. And also I think the only one. Okay, there's nobody there. That's a little spooky. Okay, that's less spooky. We're fine. Still a chance I die because, like, things happen, right? But as long as I'm slow and cautious, we'll be fine. Dan, thank you for the gifts and sub to Mantis Lords. I appreciate it. Heck the ads. As not being slow and cautious, Tran. Okay, I apparently missed the attack. Don't really know how that worked. Okay. Margit. Very, very tanky Margit. Good God. He is, wow, is he tanky. Holy shit. I won't lie, I'm tempted to, as much as like I love Anvil Hammer, I am tempted to swap off of this and go back to Great Stars because I am shocked at how bad the damage is so far. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. And then I would lose the rolling R1 Colossus, which is not what I want to lose. Thank you all for the hype train. I appreciate it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Damage added because new game +4 and split damage. Well, the split damage doesn't matter. The split damage is not affecting things, at least on that fight. Because Margit doesn't have like crazy fire resist or anything. Save is slow is better than fast. Fast means restarting. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Chain boss down. Chain boss is fucking terrifying. What's the level up at? A lot. It's like 400k now or something. Hang on. 379. 3 levels. I almost got 4 levels from that. Wow. All right, here we go.
Ice world and death. Are you to commit? Let my
How's it going, Tomcat? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're on a PB. I'm not going to be upset about it, even if I lose. I mean, I will be a little upset. I'm not going to lie to you. I will be a little upset, okay? But like, I won't be like super upset because we are on a PB, and that is really awesome. If he does, he has to be the next prime minister. That is how that works. Yes. Yeah. This is the new voting process. There's no longer voting. It's just whoever finishes this run first gets to be prime minister until the next person finishes it. Hear that, Cardi? I'm coming for your job. Your virtual vote. Thank you. Thank you. That wouldn't have been a level up. I have a feeling we'll get to that point on this run at some point. Okay, this is fine. Depending on what's there is a consideration for killing things, but that was okay. I'm gonna look at the once I get to the next grace, I'm gonna look at the math between this and Great Stars and determine which I want to do. Because I am concerned at how bad the damage is on this, because it shouldn't be this bad. And I do think that there is a world where bleed and cold is maybe the better way to go. See, there it's good. I don't know why it was so bad on Margit. And it's not that Margit gets the resistances from Fire Giant. Even if it did, it'd only be 40% or something, so it's not that bad. He says passing a grace. You never sit at that grace. That grace is a trap. The enemies in the room will follow you to that grace and will kill you at that grace. If you run past the grace and out onto this platform where there's usually a dragon, obviously it's not a dragon now, it is completely safe and they stop following you, and this grace is always safe. But that other grace is a trap. Okay, let's do some math here. 320 plus 47 plus 208 plus 58 is 1,073 versus, it is much better, because that's quality. But this gives me bleed and crag blade. What if I did cold? Hang on. You kill the beastmen there usually. Very valid. That is a way to avoid having that problem. Yeah, that's a lot worse. But the frost buildup is so tempting. The frost and the bleed. Is that going to be more important the further we go into this? Because they gain higher and higher and higher resistance to it, right? And I get healing from this. I don't know, man. Oh, I'm so on the fence of what to do. I think I'll stick with what I have for now, and then if it really matters, I can swap to it. Thank you for the hype train. I appreciate it. What about Anchor? I mean, Anchor's an option. It does pierce damage, which is nice. But it's not going to be as good as the Colossal or as healing from Great Stars. Also, Great Stars does get an AR penalty because you do get healing from it, so, and you get bleed. So, like, naturally, this is going to have a higher AR because of that. Power Stance Great Stars? No. No, Power Stancing is good when I'm not super worried about dying and I want to just go fast. But if I'm worried about dying, never Power Stance. All right, what do we got? We got You're a Problem, so I don't want to jump down directly below me. But the rest of this is actually looking okay. And you know what? Because you are a problem, nice. Octopus is fine. Mesmer Soldier's scary. Finger's scary, but it's a small one, so we're fine. I think that is one of the ones that can cast magic. That could be a problem. Yep. And if you go around the back, this guy never aggroes, so they can avoid that. Nice. Avoid power stancing. The penalties outweigh the advantages. I agree. The only time the power stancing is ever really good is when there's no weapon requirements. Like in DRL, which is currently going on, or in the Speed Fog mod. That's where it's good. That was through Ritual Shield. Oh, that's a little spooky. Yeah, dual sword curve bleed build is definitely good. Like there are reasons to do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's not a reason to do it, but I tend to avoid it with most examples. There are exceptions, but I do tend to avoid it for most. Okay, this should be fine. I was considering Astral or Wrath from affaring him, but then he aggroed, so never mind. Good old Godskin duo list. Not duelist. Get his name right. It's duolist. Okay? I am gonna heal here. Wonderful. Okay, this is safe, so I'm gonna quickly run to the washroom before we tackle the last running section of this run. So one moment, we're also up to 40 faith. I'm pretty, you know what? Just because I want to make sure I'm 100% safe, I will go back to the round table as well. Poll ended as expected. How did it end? I didn't see. All right, one moment, chat. Okay. Any relation to Duolingo? Yeah, he runs it. He's the CEO. Don't get invaded here? You can't. Once you burn the tree, you can't get invaded. Plus, if you don't have the Hallowed Tree Medallion, you're fine. Which I did not find on this run, so we're totally okay. I think I would consider swapping weapons if I found the rotten battle axe or battle hammer, or rotten great axe or battle hammer. I think both of those are good enough we swap to them. Because then I would have rot and I would have cold with Cragblade. And having rot on a very late game scaled run would be amazing if I could have that. All right, what do we got? That is tempting. That is not tempting. There's nothing real. Okay, the lion is kind of bad. The lion is pretty terrible. But aside from the lion, I'm not seeing anything awful. And maybe the lion will jump off the ledge. A guy can dream, can't he? Or the lion just won't catch up. That would also be good. Okay, that was not that bad, that running section, to be honest. It was actually kind of okay. One last little sprint and jump. Bobby, check again. It is not New Game Plus 3. Don't worry, you're not the only one. Everyone is confused by that. Once there's a second plus there, it'll be more obvious. But yes, this is officially the PB. We are on New Game Plus 4. I'm not changing. I don't care that people keep getting confused by it. I think it's funny. And it'll be really funny when there's like a second one and then a third one there, you know? It's hilarious. Thank you for appreciating my humor. Thank you. Thoughts on using spirit summons? I am completely open to it. I will do it on any boss that's like a duo or a trio boss, like a Crucible duo, where I'm really scared of them potentially turning on me. The only downside is for the spirit summons I have that are leveled up, I've gotten the Rod and Stray. And I guess I have Nefeli Lu now. So we have like 2 decent ones. Oh, Malekith. Okay. Dude, I'm so nervous, man. No luck finding Mimic? None. I also, like, Mimic would be good. I think I wouldn't want Mimic, though. I think if I had the choice... I mean, maybe we want Mimic. I think if I have the choice of the litter of any of the potential summons that I could have, I would want Tish, because Tish does percent base damage. So I think Tish would be the absolute, like, primo pick if I could pick one. You need to respect the flowers. The flowers are scary. Remember how I said the flowers are scary? There's a really good example of that. Thank you, Flower. I appreciate you for demonstrating. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, they're so scary, dude. Everyone's always like, oh, it's just a flower. No, the flowers are fucking terrifying. Come on, head slam. Perfect. As long as they do the head slam, we're safe for a while. Okay, I don't have enough for Blessing's Boon anymore, but I do have poison removal. Are there death flowers? There are no death flowers, but there are madness flowers. Death, it would be a nightmare. I agree. Okay, drink. Okay. Solid boss for us. As long as I'm not stupid. Didn't want to take that. Wanted to do a R2. That's fine. Whew. All right, we made it to Gideon. How the boss made of rock can cause bleed. It's because they're spiky. And like, if you get like, I'll give you a good real life example. Thank you for the GG. I appreciate it. If you find obsidian in real life, obsidian is incredibly sharp and obsidian will cut you and make you bleed. So I think it's completely reasonable that they have the ability to bleed you. In spinties, indeed. Or spinties. A lot of spikes. Okay. God, as soon as I get the fire giant, I feel the nerves like just compress all over my body. So if we don't get a great rune here, we have a lot of places we can go still, and we will have to go to look for it. But there are a lot of early game places, which is nice. Hey, look, I already have these gloves. Wow. Are these better? Not really. And base game is wild. It is. And yet the fact that I'm considering a different weapon because it feels like I want bleed and frost and this isn't doing enough is also crazy. Like, we have an insanely good weapon with crazy damage output and it feels like it's doing fuck all. Like, it feels like I'm hitting them with a wet needle. It's wild. Okay, Gideon, who are you? Okay. Okay.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Ring.
Fuck you.
State of affairs. I commend your spirit, but
Really? Really?
she'll take the throne. Queen Mecca has high hopes for us, that we
Why are you like this?
struggle unto eternity.
It is not snail as far as I can tell. Let's fucking go. Please give me a great rune. Please make it so I don't have to go anywhere else. Please, please, for the love of God. Please, please, please. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate it. When we find the scale with New Game Plus, nope. That's one of the things about this challenge is really interesting is that like you can get crazy strong and by New Game Plus and +2, you're usually like really powerful. But the further you go in, the less strong you get because you're leveling, like your stats don't go up as much and they don't increase as much as you can. Things. So yeah, it's super interesting how this run plays out. Godskin's bones. Yes. They're just like very malleable, kind of like a snake. That's probably fine. Ooh, I have a crazy idea. I guess it depends on how tanky they are. I think it's probably still worth it. I have a crazy idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm gonna try it. My guy, what is up with you? Oh man, the more I'm seeing the rot on this run, on this boss, the more I'm like, I kind of want rot on my weapon and statuses maybe. Because that rot did fucking work there. Oh, that's, oh man, I don't know if I go for it. Cool. Are we going anywhere else? We are going to other places. Okie dokie. You think Moog knew about these Bloodfiend people? No, probably not. Moog was in like, I've been captured state for the majority of Elden Ring, so I highly doubt he knew about anything going on. Okay, we go check Albus, because Albus is like a pretty freebie. So let's go to Albus. Do I find DTS hard Night Rain? Yes. I find DTS and Loretta to be both pretty tricky in Night Rain. But I also feel like I've learned how to fight them a lot better because of Night Rain, so that's nice. DTS and Night Rain, yes. As is the majority of the Elden Ring cast, except for Remembrance bosses. Well, except for Great Room bosses. Yeah, only regular trees? Nope, DTS is too. There's like 2 versions of DTS as well. One of them has a new move, which is pretty cool. What are the chances of Nameless King? So Nameless, the problem with Night Rain is that bosses like Nameless King can only be on one Night Lord. And then it's a chance between like 2 or 3 depending on which one you get. And I want to say Nameless is only for the final boss of the base game. Someone will correct me on that. It's been a bit. But Moog Morgan made it in Night Rain. Yes, that's why I said most of the Great Room bosses. Because Godric is also there. And prior to DLC, Moog was not in either, so. All right, Albus, what do you got for me?
Please, no. You merciless brutes.
Nothing. Okay, is Academy better than this? Probably. Because Academy is like 4 checks. We do Academy. Didn't even find him once. Bad luck then. It's just bad luck. He's definitely there. It's the biggest problem with Night Rain, IMO. And I really wish it wasn't that way, but yeah, it's a little silly that like you could only find bosses on the Night Lord that they're associated with. I think it's stupid. Every Night boss should be available for every Night Lord. At least after you beat the Night Lord one time. Maybe until you beat the Night Lord one time they're not, but once you beat the Night Lord once, everyone should be available for all, always. I have not, Bobby. I've been avoiding spoilers. I really want to play that game. I loved Returnal, and I've heard that this is Returnal, but with all the rough edges like smoothed out. I've heard it's incredibly good. Okay, this scorpion could be a problem. Hopefully not. Ow. Night boss is based on a theme. I mean, sure. That doesn't mean that it's not an incredibly stupid design philosophy that removes replayability, because you're no longer having a randomizer with a roguelike, and instead you are now forcing the same type of run every single time. And if you understand that there's only like 4 seeds per run, then you can easily figure out what seed you're on, and then it makes everything a lot less fun. Their reasoning being maybe it is themes or whatever doesn't change the fact it's an incredibly dumb decision. Ooh, do I think we'll see Dustblood or Tarnished Edition for Summer Game Fest? I think there's a chance. I think there's a higher chance that we see Duskblood info than Tarnished Edition, but even then, I don't know if we'll see Duskblood info because it is a Nintendo property. Nintendo tends to do things with Nintendo Directs, and I don't think they've done anything at Summer Game Fest ever. If they have, I don't remember what it is. I do think we'll finally see the definitely real 100% totally happening Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 remake. That's definitely totally a thing and not just copium by me. Excuse me, last night I played for a bit, an improvement over the Returnal model. Hell yeah. Not to say, yeah, it was because Returnal's really good, but it had problems. And I'm glad that they've improved the problems. It's awesome. That makes me very excited to eventually pick it up and play it. This is the other reason the Colossal is better than the Great Hammer, because it staggers them a lot more. I don't want to go to Moog. I go to wish list for release. I know it dropped. It kind of did. It was like a very silent drop. It just kind of like they announced that it was coming out on the 30th of April, and then it just was there, and then, yeah. Saboteur Night Rain. The reason I think it's likely to happen, and they're going to remake it in the Elden Ring engine, which people have said the Elden Ring uses the same engine. I don't believe that. I've been told that. I don't believe that for a second. And if it does, then they've done something where it feels completely different. But I would fucking love just a modern version of all 3 of those games with this fidelity of gameplay that this has. Hello, Moore. That'd be so good. It'd just be so good. It just would be. Moore hasn't died yet. Okay, now Moore has died. Ooh, a doula? Oh, not my favorite. I'm sure it'll be fine. Worst case, I can remove the frost by drinking my physic. Silent Adula. At that. It is, James. It is. How are you today? Hello. How's it going? Thank God we teleport to a different arena. Use the key to open the chest? No, I figured I would just let the key item sit there and not open it. Yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. What? Nothing there, okay.
My dear daughter, weave thy night.
And we still have the imbued sword key as well. Never opened chest, so that's true, it's true.
Where did he flee, my sweetings?
Demon Styles remake of Bloodborne? Agreed. I am still mad about that as well.
And light aplenty.
And hopefully less screamy bosses. Can you imagine the uproar people would have like they had with
Where did he flee,
with Demon Souls if they remove some of these things that are obviously bad to make them better. People will be like, well, I like the original. That doesn't mean the original's good. You can like it and still go back and play the original. But some of us want to play a game with modern mechanics and modern variations. Thank you very much. Sorry, that argument's always annoyed me. I've always thought that argument was stupid. But it's not the original. Yeah, that's the point. It's not supposed to be. If you want to play the original, go play the original. The new one is going to be made for the modern era. Okay, there is a marionette who's a problem. You don't have to like the remake, and not every remake is going to be good. But if the argument is, well, it wasn't like the original. I like the original better because the original was this way. Okay, then play the original. The remake is going to improve on things and make it more modern. Chill. Ooh, you're an issue. So are you, actually, Madness Man? Just gonna run past you, though. I should be okay. Because you're scared to be mimics. I'm so upset there was no mimic added in the DLC. They should have put one mimic in the DLC just to fuck with everybody. Where am I going? Godric. That's where I'm going. Godric and Rusty Key. DS1 to make them Bloodborne 60 FPS update. I mean, you can play Bloodborne at 60 FPS now if you want to, through means that may or may not involve sailing the open seas of the internet and being a pirate. You know, you can play it. I do want to do that eventually because that does have a randomizer, and a Bloodborne randomizer sounds very fun. I know Bushy did it, so I know it exists. One Piece is definitely real. How's it going, Saki? How are you today?
Hiya, but you.
Hey, I just killed Moore. What a weird coincidence that you got his shield. He's dead.
You there?
Yeah! Science!
God, you breached the... Well...
We new game? No, we are at the final boss, but I don't have the last great rune I need. I need exactly one more great rune. Also, cheers, Saki. What was that? What was what?
Yeah! Science!
What's it to you?
So that's called a sound redeem.
You wretch.
When you press it, it plays a
A
sound.
message from the government of Canada.
Much like that one. You want better Chaos Ruin, entire better version of the Demon Ruins area? I'd actually be like so cool if they kept the shitty bosses in, but the game just felt better to play. I'd be like so fine with that. Because the shitty bosses are shitty. And they're funny because they're shitty. And it'd be very entertaining to have the shitty bosses, but in like modern engine stuff, you know? Is that better armor? Elden Ring, but everything. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, this courtyard sucks. Wow. How's it going, Phil? Do you
A
know
message from the government of Canada.
why Spaniards think Canadians are stupid? Because they can nada. I swear to God. Elden Ring, but everything is room bears. I feel like if I did everything as room bears, I'd have to do everything as just bears. So it'd be the room bears and the red bears. Okay, is this armor better? Yes, but it is also much heavier, so I still need more endurance. Okay. And the regular grizzlies, I probably wouldn't include them. Although maybe I could just make all the wildlife them. But I feel like if I'm going to do it, it has to be all bosses / regular room bears. I think the regular grizzlies are funny, but they're like then they would make certain areas too easy, you know? They are cute though. I won't deny they are cute. PCR is a bear, he gives a bear hug, and the Mikula brain controls you. Okay, this is a single crystalline? No, crystalline duo again. Okay. You know what? Just because I think it's funny. Oh, I don't have enough. Never mind. I was gonna summon Nepheli for this because this is like the fight that you can summon Nepheli for. And it's a duo fight. It seemed funny, but whatever. Okay. No great rune there. Rusty key next. Where's the Elden Ring horoscope redeem? I mean, it's in the redeem section. It's definitely there. People have been doing it all day. They just popped. Yep, strike damage, baby. You put an anvil on a stick. Get up there. Okay. While I'm running through, checking all these places, looking for my last great rune, who do you think the final boss is going to be? What are your bets? There are obviously some that it can't, because we've already seen some of the ones. Did I get the golden tree? You didn't listen to me before when you asked about this earlier. The golden trees are not checks. We've already talked about this. Rakshasa, Plassie, okay. What the fuck? What is that replacing? I have no idea what that's replacing. Meta and Plassie, possible. I feel like the chance of it being Plassie or Meta is very low. Same with Rakshasa. I think the odds are in your favor if you bet on, you know, the classic Knight's Cav, but that's definitely a lot less fun. The Halberd guy does? You think so? Rolana, Midron Estelle, Double Moose. Okay, so it wasn't there. Let's go this way. Is that key always that key? No. It is randomized. But the Rusty key and the Academy key can only be in certain places. The Academy key can only be in Liurnia, and the Rusty key can only be in Limgrave. So the odds of it being there is pretty high. It's the Rusty key. Yeah, no, so the Rusty key is the Rusty key spot, but the answer to your question of is that key always that key is no. It just so happened to be this time. Plassie into Eldenric. I am holding out for Eldenric to be on the last one. I don't want Eldenric to be prior to New Game Plus 7. I want to earn Eldenric. Unfortunately, I can't rig it so that it happens, but I really want it to. Uh-oh. 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 We're probably okay. There's a guy with a sword. Go away. Keep going past New Game Plus 7 to get Elden Ring. My plan is we're gonna get the run, and then maybe, depending on, we might go as far as we can, but I'm not entirely sure. We might, we'll see. Can you die? Thank you. Well, they can't be there, and I'm not gonna be doing that, so. Warhawk ashes. The mod that lets you go past the new game. I could do that. Oh, hey, that was the answer to the the Eldendil attack today. That's a funny coincidence, that is. What do you got? I am unironically buying that in case you run into an NPC. I also think I buy you because you might actually be good. If I run into an NPC, I am swapping to the spike shield. I need to make sure I put shield crash on it right now. You are indeed a bit late, but it's okay because you're like a wizard. As always, you arrive when you're supposed to. But I am alive. Not only am I alive, Mixel, I have made it to the final boss. I just need one more Great Rune. So we're almost at the make or break point to getting into New Game Plus 5. We had a couple close calls. Margit almost killed me. And a Bellbearing Hunter grabbed me and did 60% of my health in one swipe, even though I was in midair jumping, and the game is wrong. The game is flat wrong. I'll tell you right now. Once again, they can't be. These questions are not like super helpful or productive or necessary. Let's get through the VOD or check out the video when it goes out, because this is definitely the run. It's totally the run. This is totally the run for sure. Definitely 100%. At the very least, this is a really, really good PB, and I can, even if we lose the run, I can be very happy with this PB. No matter what happens. I would love for this to be the end, okay? But in the worst case scenario, at the very minimum, I'm very happy with how far we got. You know what I mean? Thank you for blessing me, Bobby. I appreciate it. I see the run up to this point. You should. It was pretty crazy. We have had some crazy stuff that has not really been found on other runs. And then I also have had a lot of stuff that I've not found that would be really helpful, like physic tears. I have 3. So. Okay, Radon, please give me a great room. Worst case, after this, we go to Tanith because I do have the drawing room key. Margot! How's the anvil? It's been surprisingly bad. I'm actually kind of disappointed with it. I was fully expecting it to be a lot better, and it has proven to be not super good. I'm tempted to switch back to one of the other weapons that has status on it, because I kind of want the status. Now that I've seen like how good like Rod and stuff are, I kind of want the status on the later cycles. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, that's a gold item, but that's not a helpful gold item. All right. We did rot on DTS, which was the first phase of Godfrey, and it was a lot of damage over the course of the fight. That felt very strong. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I still think the colossal aspect is really good because for some bosses, like the smaller bosses, crouch R1s are they stagger them. They make it so the boss can't play the game. It's incredible, right? Okay, where is that shield? Shield crash with colds. Perfect. Okay, we have the NPC killer for whenever we run into an NPC. Who do we go to now? I think the smart thing is to go to Tanith. Yeah. Leonine is like not a terrible idea, but is a little spooky with the running. Mimic Tear is also not a bad idea. I'm gonna go to Tanith just because Tanith is a walk up and I like the way the skeleton pops up. Walk up, get an item, done. And like it's a bit of a long run, but it is a quick free check. Shield Bash is not bad, but Shield Crash is definitively better. Like our weapon is doing like 1,000 damage right now. AR. I will say Shield Crash with the Palisade Shield will lose a little bit of its power because I don't have like the multi-hit talismans and all those other things that made it like really, really strong, but it will still be pretty good, so it's probably still worth it. That was weird. Your chat appeared on my OBS before it appeared on the actual chat. She doesn't get murdered, it's true. Millicent does get survived. She also doesn't get cured, so she doesn't exactly live a happy life, but I don't kill her. Is AR the average? No, it's the attack rating in total. So it is your total attack rating for the weapon, ignoring resistances and everything. If the weapon just hit a target that had 0 across the board, that is how much damage it would do. I don't remember if that's with an R1 or an R2, but it's essentially that. Any life truly happy in this land? You're not wrong. I mean, Jar Baron is pretty happy. Maybe he's the closest. The Celebrants, yeah, they're pretty happy too. That's true. Yeah. Right up with them. Perfumer still invades that village in the end. They do, but he's still really happy. I don't think there's a sick. Oh, that's a good summon. Okay, we found our summon. We have located our summon in the case of needing one. I need 138 FP, so we need to level mine next. Okay. Like Jar Baron, even when they get invaded, is still like, oh, well, everyone died. Oh, darn. I'm gonna be happy still. Please don't see me. How did I not realize there was 2 enemies there? You got Filthy Rich in Night Rain. Is it the same Jar Baron? Because he doesn't talk in Night Rain. Maybe he lost his voice in that reality. I can see it being the same one.
Welcome. Dick, well, value, please. I'm angry.
No. Give him Alex Raves goes, oh, nice. The uncle Zorgans. Yay. Yep. He sure does. Oh, to hide his identity. I like it. I like it. I like it. That is 100% worth the runes I spend to buy it. If nothing else, because then it means that nobody can be like, well, you still have Rivers of Blood you could go buy. No, I don't. It's deleted. Fuck you. It's gone. You can't say that. It's gone. It's removed from the game. Resells are for much higher. Oh, 100%. Almost assuredly. Okay, that's actually a really nice trio to have removed from this pool because they're a little scary. They are definitely a lot more chill than like a Crucible duo, but I'm pretty happy that they're removed from the pool. Yeah, they're annoying. They do a lot of damage. They got the rod off on you. It's pretty bad. Mind you, I do have the physics, so like statuses are less problematic as they normally would be, but... Okay, so the next plan is I get my mind up to 138 minimum so I can summon our summonable friend. Because I do think that having Telu will be helpful on duo fights because he's extremely tanky. Godskin duo and Gargoyle duo? Boy, I hope not. Although if it is Godskin duo, I have sleep pods, so it's not the end of the world. What up, copyright infringer? Fuck you, lady. Okay, I still think I continue through Volcano Manor because I do have the drawing room key. And this is 2 quick checks. And they are... one is higher scaled, one is medium scaled. So it should be okay. See, like, it's good damage, but it feels weak. And maybe that's just because we're on New Game Plus 4 that it feels that way now. Godskin to another Godskin to another Godskin. Could happen. What about NPC summons? NPC summons are never worth it. The only NPC summon that is ever worth it in any fight is Egon on Bale. Because Egon does not increase the health and damage, or not, sorry, damage, the health and resistances and poise that the boss has. All other NPCs not only increase their health and poise and everything, but also make it so that you get less runes for beating them. You get 25% less runes, which is not worth it. The other nice thing too about this area is I can just sprint through here. Thank you, New Game Plus. You don't know, right? It feels really weak. Even though it's a lot of damage still, it still feels weak. And maybe maybe the statuses are just better because then I can get big chunks of damage. I don't know. Lava insta-kills you on +7. That'd be fucking hilarious. Okay, I need to just run into this room, whatever it is. Because I need this bird to fuck off. Okay, that's a problem. But it's okay, we have a solution. He didn't rot. That's annoying. It was not the one I thought it was, so I'm not using the solution. The solution is Bewitching Branches. I'm not going to use those until we get to actual Nile, because Nile's the problem. O'Neill is whatever. Oh, I accidentally used one. Well, I regret what I said. Or pretend I didn't say anything. Use immune to rot? I mean, that makes sense. I hadn't really thought about that. That makes sense, though. Yeah, well. We didn't get hit during it, so it really wasn't that big a deal. There's no way I'm in that. There is zero chance I'm in that. Absolutely not. That's crazy. Hot take. O'Neill is a more annoying boss, but Nile's summons are harder. And that's the reason that people think Nile is harder. Even though Nile is actually completely fine. Because Nile is more aggressive and has actual attacks that go at you. Good morning, Zay. How's it going? Let's go. No great rune yet. For O'Neill, because he's funnier in the Elden Ring manga. Oh, is he? I've read it. Okay. You don't like either of them? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Is the needle? Oh, that makes sense. I forgot he has the needle. That, you know what? I hadn't really put that together, to be honest. So you saying I know it's the needle or whatever, I didn't realize that. That makes so much sense. How did that not hit? My brother in bird? What do you mean? What is happening? How? How is that possible? Oh, needle? Bravo. Bravo. Well done. That's very good. That's very good. There's an Elden Ring manga? Mm-hmm. He's above madness. Yeah, to be fair, that's fair. Given him... Wait, hang on. Yeah, look at that. So much damage. Wait, I have one of these, right? I do. Hold. Hold. Why did that die? I didn't even shoot. What just happened? Here we go. Watch this. That's great. That guy's a problem. He's actually shooting at me. Hang on. That was very satisfying. I enjoyed that greatly. Nice. Okay, as long as I knock them in the lava, we're fine. Cool. Well, that was an incredibly satisfying experience I just had, and I loved every second of it. You know what? Just because I can, it wasn't worth it. That was great. That was awesome. 10 out of 10. Would do it again. In a heartbeat. It really was. That was awesome. I should buy more Starlight Shards if I find them. I should go check the shop. We'll do that when we get to the Grace up ahead. That actually is like a really good idea. Turbo stasis so you can almost finish. Let's go. What cards are you missing for your CRA deck? Why not Morgoth's? There's a couple reasons I don't go for Morgoth's Great Rune. Number one, it resets to the next new game cycle anyways. So I would lose all the benefit of it when I get to the next new game cycle. And number two, yeah, like Mitchell said, there's an extra boss. I will If I find Morgoth's Great Rune on New Game Plus 7, I will be going for it on New Game Plus 7 because there's no new game cycle after that, and the one extra boss will make the rest of the entire endeavor a lot more safe, probably. So New Game Plus 7 definitely, but up until then, it's not worth the potential death from the extra boss slash the fact I'd have to go there every single new game cycle and do an extra boss every single cycle and so on. So morning Mellow, how's it going? How goes the Bloodborning? What was the baseline that you got? And thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see what we got for sale. Baseline is 11. Let's fucking go. That's awesome. Congratulations. I buy this for dragons. Congrats. That is fantastic news. Well deserved. Well earned. Bravo. Bravo. Coil Shield is tempting. I'm not going to buy it, but Coil Shield is tempting. It's almost 5 p.m. for you. Dang. How was your Saturday? I mean Sunday. Also Saturday, since I didn't talk to you yesterday. Also Saturday. Buy that for dragons, but Great Katana with Dragon Crease is way better. To be fair, I have to find the Great Katana. But you are right, it is better. But I would have to get lucky. Maybe. No, none of those. Sure. We're looking for Starlight Shards. I'm actually gonna buy that as well. Starlight Shards? No one? No, not really, eh? What are these? These are just magic arrows. I'll buy the kukris because I'm here. Fuck it. Okay. All right. Where is... There it is. Any hammer with Dragon Grease is better. I feel like you would want the Pierce. But maybe I'm wrong. Grand Abolisher, Peacekeeper, Hikori, Dust Drinker, or Dust Drinker, Propaganda, Smothering Tithe, Auto Instruction, Drannith Magistrate, and Stasis. Nice. You know what I want to do, Dan? I was looking at the cards. There's a lot of cards that have a similar name. That's Owns. Oh my god. Chat, the run might end here. Wait, hang on. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to. Hang on. Hang on. I have a plan. God Devouring Owns is a very accurate title, frankly. Okay, well, that didn't reach, but whatever. All right, come on, do the thing. There's not many bosses I will summon on. This is definitely one of them. Cool. All right. And phase 2? Crucible Knight. All right, this is fine. That was a lot of damage. That was a little spooky right there, that was. That was not through, that was through Ritual Shield. Good God. I rolled 1 second to half a second too early. Oh, whatever, man. All right. Well, that's how it goes. Why won't you heal? Mantis, if you keep asking questions like that, I will probably wind up timing you out because that's not a helpful question. And also, you can't heal on a Crucible Knight when you're that close because they are going to get up and they're going to kill you. So just stop. Just stop. It's that if you're gonna ask questions like that, it's not helpful. They literally read your they literally read your input reading and will do it and go and kill you. Okay, let's go see where this last great rune was, because I want to see what the last boss was. The run's dead, so we have to update our PB. You normally just parry? Yeah, parrying is an option that I have, and I was being a little uncautious on that because I thought it was more safe than I was. Where's my PB? There it is. So the PB is new game plus 4, 3 great runes, right, 3 great runes, Godfrey. I'll just put right before final boss. That'll work. Okay, let me go see where this last great rune is. That was a very, very, very dumb death. This one. Get rid of that. Don't save. Perfect. Okay. Great rune. Okay, 1 in the Rune Strewn, which we found. 1 in Liurnia, which we found. 1 in Nokron. We weren't there yet. Get far? I did get far. It happened. It did. 1 in Dragonborough. We found that one. There was 2 in Liurnia. Oh, there's 1 probably at the top of the tower. There was 2 in Nokron and 1 in Mogwin. Okay, we weren't getting any of those for a long time. Oh, no, 1 was from Loretta. 1 was from Loretta. So if I'd gone to Loretta, that would have been better. Hang on, let's go kill Loretta real quick, because I want to go see what the final boss was. Travel to... What is it? It's... Manor Upper, I think. They're also a lot easier in Night Rain, I find, personally. That was a really bad combo, though. Owens into that. And also the fact that it wasn't going to give me a Great Rune, too. Like, even if I'd won that, I still would have gone... Would I have gone to Loretta next? Probably. So we might have found it sooner rather than later, but... Yeah, well. Let's get this and go see what the last boss was and see how bad it is on New Game Plus 4, shall we? There's a tree over there. All right, so this... Okay. Okay, sure, game. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Oh, never mind, he's weak. That was the other thing, too. That Cruciblite was crazy strong. Can I tank this? Kind of. All right, so there would have been a Great Rune here. Cool. Try to travel to go warn you. Yeah, please do that. Do that. Perfect. Okay. Sucks to lose the run the way that we did, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you mess time a roll and the Crucible Knight kills you, even though, you know, he shouldn't, in my opinion. Okay, who was it? Okay. Sure, bro. Okay. Hang on. Where is it? We bought it for a reason. Quick. Really? That was weird. Yeah, okay, the lightning hit me. That makes sense, eh? The only problem is in the next phase, I will have to swap out of this. He's a lot weaker than I honestly expected him to be. I figured he'd be like hitting me like a tank, but he's barely tickling my health. I bet that grab would kill me. Brother, why did you turn? God, imagine if this arena had gravity, like on the edges. Imagine you could fall off. That would suck. Crucible did more damage. For real. And I feel like the Crucible Knight was taking less damage than this boss is too. Okay, and the final boss would have been... Okay, game. Okay, you can go... Yeah, okay. All right, man. Whatever, dude. Oh my God. Oh, sweet Lord. Sweet Dragon Jesus. Am I right or am I right? Did we lose? We did. We mistimed a roll on a Crucible Knight, and unfortunately, we perished. I actually really like that jump attack on the head. I've never done that before. That's really slick. And the final boss was Bale into Lanciax. Yeah, that's really good. I need to start doing that tech. That's sick. Didn't know that. They freaked me out a little bit. I did know that. Because ladybugs aren't good. Because they invade our house and they should be outside. That's why. Okay. New Game Plus 4. You see, unfortunately, Pigeon. Unfortunately, one sec. Yep. That's fair. Unfortunately, Pigeon.
Great taxes only.
We did die to a Crucible Knight. Yeah, Lanciax was also surprisingly not that tanky and didn't do like a ton of, although Lanciax didn't hit me, but hi, Kristen. Thank you for the 40 months. I'm sorry that you were no longer head mod, but hi. Morning Beer and Morning Pigeon and Morning Kristen. How are you all? Yeah, sadly, we did lose that run. So that run is dead and gone and finished. Unfortunate. Great Kristen, where do you see taxes? Where are you adding a T? Janita's taxes? I think so. She sent me an image. Hang on. Can I open this in a separate pop out? She sent me an image of the latest video, which is coming out on Monday. And she said, great taxes. And I'm confused because I think she's adding a T because I definitely have one T there and one T there. How do I close this? There we go. Okay, cool.